So today's video is going to be a full review of the next steps, season 7, basically how this is going to work. To be ranking each episode from season 7 out of 10, starting with the first episode. I'm also going to be giving an explanation. I like to tell the story and how everyone was just enjoying celebrating their regionals win. It was sad Michelle left, but it was nice to see her move on to something she really wants to do. Because she and Emily have kind of just been like pulled back. Same with Miss Kate in a way, I'd say. Just being pulled back. To also see how Emily was like truly feeling about Michelle leaving. I like that Adrian threw a party for Michelle, because Michelle's exit was as good as Noah's. Part of me was staring at Michelle's pictures, but she definitely should be the face of Absolute Dance. Like, I wouldn't want Summer to be that. We'll come on to Summer a bit later. I like the costumes and all the memories brought back. I like how we got to meet Nick, the new studio owner. The mustache scene was kind of funny, kind of childish, so I'm in two minds about it. And Ozzy is a bit annoying because it's gone back to being head over heels for Rochelle. So how Emily talks about Michelle leaving in her talking heads. Beetroot guarding Michelle's posters is a few steps too far, but it worked for the plot. Ozzy and Heathcliff, their rivalry not very necessary, but that is just basically my opinion. It was such an emotional episode. I like how Michelle and Emily have a talk and talk about it. I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. Next is season 7, episode 2. Summer and Henry, not the biggest fan of. I prefer Amy and Henry. This is a common theme, like the ships that were in this season. I prefer the alternative ship for some reason. Finn should have walked in from the other way and seen Lily rather than him turning around to see Lily, because I'm surprised he didn't notice her straight away. Lily's solo was good. I liked how Lily has improved and you can tell she's changed. Rochelle and Kenzie's white walls, the moves were good. Piper and Finn talking about Finn being late's a bit random if I'm honest. Like, Lily's dance when Ozzy and her were practicing the duet was good. 9 out of 10 I'd rate this episode. Season 7, episode 3. Emily not wanting an alternate is such a classic Emily thing to say. I like Nick and Emily. I like Izzy more than I like Ozzy. Ozzy and Heath's rivalry is getting a bit stupid. Summer's not the best candidate for dance captain. I'd have Kenzie and Rochelle. They would both be good leaders. I don't know why Kenzie and Rochelle didn't become co-dance captains, because they were like frenemies. Marcus, he was good. His turns were good. He did slip in his leap and his jumps were high. Bing, bang, boom. Love it, Rochelle. You were a good fit for dance captain. Presley, her aerials were good. In fact, she did 3 in a row. So well to that. Turns were good. She had great technique. I liked her dancing. Winnie, she had some good turns. Not the best aerial. Could have been higher. Her leaps were not very high. She could have flowed better because it was choppy. One move then the other, not the greatest flow. Maya, she brought her personality to her audition. She did a leap high. She did the snaps. She did the kicks as well. Ethan, as much I don't like him, his dancing was good. He was confident. His pirouettes were amazing. So he did do 4 and he did 10. Cleo, I didn't like her. She's a snake, which I don't like. She wasn't the most confident dancer. She was very in your space, in her own space dancer. Down a lot. I don't agree with Jude when she said Cleo is incredible, because she is not incredible. If I had to choose who I'd say was incredible, I'd say it was Presley. Grace liked her technique. She had good turns, she had good ballet technique, she had high leaps, she had good kicks. Izzy killed it. She has so much energy, doesn't have as much versatility as other dancers, but I do like her. She has the performance factor, she uses space well, and she has great stage presence. Heathcliff, amazing tricks. His technique was good. He was fast, his flips, his turns were so good, it flowed so well. Jude, I'm not the biggest fan of. Her leg holds were good. Not the biggest fan of her splits. She did a leap that was not the highest, but it was like higher than Winnie's, I'd say. Turns were not too bad. She does have beautiful technique, but what we see with Jude is what we get. She lacks versatility. Don't get the Jude hype. Pete, great. His hip hop's good, and you can tell he does animation like pop in and lock in, that kind of thing. But he is a bit boring, I'm not gonna lie. Heathcliff, despite saying he's frightened of Rochelle, he has a lot of ego too. I agree with Heath, Rochelle is the best dancer at the studio. Ozzy's really annoying and Rochelle is good for kicking him out. I don't like Ozzy very much this season. Izzy's really sweet and Rochelle's ego is getting a bit too much. Summer and Presley slouching, not really sure about that. I liked how Kenzie helped Jude. I would have had Kenzie for dance captain or Rochelle, not Summer. Summer's group was good. They all knew the choreo, and Presley wasn't slouching to Summer. What are you talking about? Rochelle's group, I agree, all of her dancers were good. Izzy with the stamp at the end, she did show her personality. She was good. She brought her personality to the choreo, which I liked. Keith, his leaps were high. Ethan, his leaps were a bit low. Cleo and Marcus did well with the choreo. Jude had a good start, but it did go downhill. Not keen on Summer, because she wouldn't be a good dance captain in my opinion. You need to be objective rather than subjective, and the best person in her group was Presley, not Winnie. Kenzie, I feel like she was kind of the same as Summer. She went with Jude when Cleo and Ethan were both better, clearly better. Shall I agree with everyone in her group was good? Summer's too nice. You can't be dance captain and just constantly spare everyone's feelings. Ozzy's being stupid again over just simply not wanting Cliff to be on Age Troop. You put your personal drama behind. Age Troop, the alternate Spurs the Elders had was Heathcliff and Presley and Rochelle as dance captain. I rate this episode 6 out of 10. Next is season 7 episode 4. Rochelle's president solo was so good, my favourite solo from season 7. Cleo's up to something. Summer's definitely not the best choice for dance captain. She can't handle the drama. She lets drama get out of control, so Summer, you are not the best choice for dance captain. Piper, turn your phone off. You're spending time with Amy. She is trying to have a conversation with you, not you and your phone. Says dancing is better this season, but I don't like him. He's basically being unnecessarily stupid. Heathcliff's layout is good, but Summer, keep control in rehearsal. Cleo, you're such a snake. Well, I agree with Lily, this shouldn't happen in rehearsal. Summer's clearly not a good dance captain. Rochelle shouldn't have to deal with pointless drama. People need to sort out their own personal problems. Rochelle's dance was good. Summer, you can't let your personal feelings get in the way. You can't mix dance with personal. I'd rate this episode a 6 out of 10. Next is season 7 episode 5. Summer is not good at being dance captain. She can't even give corrections. Summer, if you don't give any corrections, how do you expect people to improve? Summer, you're letting your personal feelings get in the way of you being dance captain. You can't mix dance with personal, and relationships cannot get in the way. To be honest, it's not Henry's fault. He's not improving. Summer hasn't given him any corrections, so you can't really expect him to improve. I don't think only bad things happen in the dark. I don't mind I like the dark. Power outage is kind of a bit unrealistic. My thoughts are mixed on that. Heath and Ozzy, I like him a lot. Ozzy, you're not really my favourite character. Summer just needs to give corrections to Henry. Henry can handle the truth and you're just being too nice. Because you want everyone to like you. I don't like Summer. And the obvious who turned out the power to the building, and it's Summer. Not Lily, not Kenzie, not anybody. Lily's right, Summer is such a goody two-shoes, I don't like her. Summer, you should tell Henry the truth because you can't let your relationship get in the way of the team. Heath and Izzy's duet I like. Also, Ozzy is annoying. Izzy can choose her own friends. She also knows who our actual friends are. I agree with Henry. How is he meant to improve with no corrections? So Summer's not a good dance captain because she's unable to make those difficult decisions and have those difficult conversations. The flashlight dance was good. I would rate this a 6 out of 10 again. Next we're on to season 7 episode 6. Now why Summer had to pick Martellus, because she's not good at being objective, which is what a dance captain needs to be. Objective rather than subjective. Me and Finn I like as friends, not in a relationship. I don't ship Amy and Finn. I like Piper and Finn to be together. I ship him totally. Cleo I don't like, she's such a snake. Jude is kind of funny, her jokes were kind of funny in rehearsal, like I did laugh a bit. Kingston has amazing versatility, he can do everything from hip hop to technique. Ozzy doesn't have the acro Kingston has, but his turns are good. Henry just brought it to his audition. His break dancing moves are so amazing. Summer is going to choose Henry because he's her boyfriend. I can see why the boys are mad, because she's being subjective rather than objective. Amy and Finn. For a relationship, not sure about. Henry, I thought he was good, but Summer only chose Henry because he's her boyfriend, which I don't like, but also Henry was good. But she needs to be able to justify her reasons. And if you were objective rather than subjective, Summer, Henry would trust your decisions. I hate Summer, she just wants everyone to like her and not cause drama that she thinks is drama. Ria's right. You turned out the power to a whole building. To buy in rehearsal time, how can you possibly trust her to not be unbiased? I'd give it a 6 out of 10 to be honest. Next is season 7 episode 7. I like Nick and Emily. The next step, EA Dance Mania. I like the fact that Jade is at the next step. I don't mean unjaded Jade, I mean Jade who was on the next step. I love Emily and Nick to be a couple. I ship them. Found Nick is trying to get into Emily's good books. Lily with her dancing. I like her moves, but she kind of doesn't really have any personality. Lily, I'm not sure about her, Stella. I liked her audition, but what she did for Jade, I didn't really like. Piper can turn really well. She's got good technique, has improved. Kingston as well as cool tricks. He's technically trained. Henry, he just went for it. But dance is very open. People can tell when you're not open and you're trying to hide something. Summer is good, but we've seen it all before. I'm surprised that Kingston has stand-up as his ringtone. Summer's dance captain, you have to be good at giving notes. Jade is right, you just want everyone to like you. I like the fact the next step of going to dance mate is something different. I would rate this episode 10 out of 10. This is one of my favourite episodes. This is like my high scoring episode and one of my favourites. Next is season 7 episode 8. I like the fact the next step's going to go to Dance Mania. I totally ship Piper and Finn. I like it when they bring old characters back as Isaac. I mean, Eldon came back, Isaac plays Eldon. I like Nick, and I love the fact he's keen to go to Dance Mania, that he's trying to choreograph. And it's good because the next step's done, regionals, nationals and internationals, so it's time to do something different. Amy and Finn I like as friends, and it would be good if they were just a friendship rather than a relationship. I don't ship them in a romantic sense. Not a fan of Lily and Kingston because they just keep fighting. They need to leave the fighting and get on with the choreo. And leave it to the choreographer to give them notes. I like how Nick is trying to choreograph, and I love to see how much he cares about Dance Mania. Cleo, stop complaining, at least you're on A Troop. I don't think you're good enough anyway to be on A Troop, so pipe right back down. I like Piper and Finn. The dance Nick came up with was good. I like Piper's Parallel World solo. It's Piper's strongest solo and one of the best dances of season 7. I would rate this episode 7 out of 10. Next is season 7 episode 9. Cleo is such a snake. Summer's choreo is not good. Cleo, you're such a snake because Rochelle's not going to be kicked off the dance. Like, who would kick the absolute face of dance off a dance? Ugh, hate Lily and Kingston. Ugh, Oz is being stupid. I hate you. I like Heathcliff because he's training to get into an A Troop dance. Cleo is such a snake. And snaking your way into A Troop is not the best way to do it. I'm glad Henry and Summer broke up because personally I don't ship them. I ship Amy and Henry. If you want to know my reasons of why I don't ship Henry and Summer and why I ship Amy and Henry, watch part 1 and part 2 of my Rip It and Ship It videos on my channel. Ugh, I really don't like Oz in this season. He's so annoying. Rochelle's dance is the next level and will take him to the next round of Dance Mania. Cleo, you're such a snake. But at least you're starting to recognise it now. Ugh, Kingston and Lily, when are you going to stop fighting? Because it's totally pointless. That does suck, Heath not feeling like he's being part of the team. I like the fact that the bros invite him, because it's nice when the bros invite him and the bros do stuff like that and they bring stuff back from earlier seasons. Ugh, Ozzy, you're so irritating. Nice to see Heathcliff is included because that is nice to see Heathcliff, who should be on A Troop over Cleo. Summer is dance captain. I do agree with Rochelle. The better dance should go to Dance Mania. While I agree with Rochelle, the team didn't vote for dance captain. It's based on the alternates, which the dance captain will not be working with every single day to prep for a competition. Summer and Henry did do what was best for A Troop, despite it hurting Summer. Summer, you chose to do the vote, you now need to live with your choice. I like Heathcliff because he doesn't want to be in a dance, he just wants to be included. I like Heath, I don't like Summer. Summer made the team vote, now you have to live with the choice. It's not the team's fault this happened, it's your fault. Cleo, snakiness does not get you into A Troop. The only thing it gets is Heath gets into A Troop over you because he's been working hard. I'd rate this episode 6 out of 10. Moving on to episode 7, season 7, episode 10. I'm so glad the team are auditioning for Dance Mania. Excitement. Lily and Kingston, they just keep breaking up. Piper appreciates Finn more, whereas Amy sees it as just having fun and seeing where the relationship goes. I ship Piper and Finn, I definitely don't ship Amy and Finn. Yeah, there's definitely a mean judge on the show, like there is on any show like that. I like this dance, it's so good. They probably didn't have time to rehearse with Heath, so they're doing really well, but that was Summer. That was awful. Wow, this is such a good dance. This was their rubber band dance. If you haven't seen it, it's available to watch it. You can watch it on the Next Steps YouTube channel, I'll just check. Quickly. So the Next Steps YouTube channel does have rubber bands, so you can see that. You can also see Summer's solo, which we'll come on to in a minute. Interesting dance I've ever seen the next step do. Well, Summer, before you came to Dance Mania as a soloist, you should have told the team, rather than go behind their back, hanging on the morning of Dance Mania. Summer, you've basically left the team. No need to claim you need to get your confidence back. There's no reason to it that is valid to the team out of that. I agree with Rochelle. Summer went behind the team's back. Summer's solo wasn't even that good, so why didn't she just perform it in Studio One? The team have a right to be upset with Summer because her reason is she needs to gain her confidence back. No legit reason. Kingston and Lily are driving me insane because they keep breaking up over stupid things. Piper, don't get involved in that type of drama. Amy and Henry are just friends, leave the drama alone. Lily and Kingston, the most nightmare couple ever on the next step. Ozzy's kind of funny, no cuts, no butts, no coconuts. It's a good point. He's being silly, but I've got to support him. Leave it to Rochelle to prove you can do amazing moves in a tight space. Jones is good. I would be happy if they went to Dance Mania. For A-Troop to go to Dance Mania would make me happy. I rate it 8 out of 10. Next is going to be Season 7, Episode 11. Summer is unwelcome. She betrayed the team. She's got an actual bitch. Agree with Henry. She betrayed the team unless she can give a valid explanation. Then I just need to get my confidence back. And how's she going to come back from that? So we're going to have to wait and see. Season 7B. Going to be split in Season 7A and Season B into 2 parts rather than being one video that's quite long. With Summer, what you should have done is waited for your phone call and then spoken to the team after you've had your phone call. And the team had the right to be mad with you. I'm happy the team are going to Dance Mania. Summer, the reason why you didn't get in is because your Dance Mania audition was not very good. Maybe you could have gone to Dance Mania if you didn't betray the team. Emily, you're not doing the best job at keeping your feelings to yourself. Avoiding Finn, Piper's not going to sort anything out. You need to deal with it. Knock it on the head. I do like Nick a lot. I still don't like Lily and Kingston. They're still breaking up and they're still annoying me. Summer, I know it sucks, but the team didn't vote for your choreo, but you need to stop blaming the team. In fact, you're the one that wanted them to do the vote and you're the one that auditioned as the soloist. Respect the fact that Piper I respect because she wants to keep her friendship with Amy and Finn. I do ship Piper and Finn. Amy and Finn I don't ship, they're a lot better off as friends. The team definitely going to Dance Mania is the right decision because they've had that experience of competing. They may not have gone to nationals, but they've gone to like regionals twice. See something different. Cleo, nobody cares. Cleo, everyone has to make their way to the studio. And you're not helping your case by saying Summer's off the team because she betrayed the team. She still hasn't given a valid explanation, so why would you want her back? Yep, I'm happy. The next step are going to Dance Mania. I like Emily and Nick. Nick really cares about Emily. Clear, everyone has to make their own way to the studio, and why wouldn't you find a studio closer to you that will put you in the main dance? Finn, kissing, that could be messy. I rate this as 6 out of 10, so if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye.